Good afternoon. My name is Brent Clark, and I am going to complete the American Culture Reaction video based off of the article Body Ritual Among the Nasarima by Miner in topic 1. So the first section that I'm going to do is talk about a little bit about the summary. And let me tell you, the Nasarima people are very interesting with their cultures. They value or they believe that their body as it is physically when it comes out is ugly. So they believe in body modification. And they do a number of different rituals, either every day, month, or year, that can change their body image. So some of the most important things to the Nasarima people are their chest that they have. Each family is in possession of a chest that is filled with potions, what they believe magical objects that they use in rituals, and the more chests that you have is how important your family is to the culture. So more shrines and chests equals more wealth. And in these chests, some of the potions, they come from a medicine man. They are made specifically to heal, protect certain things for individuals, get rid of bad spirits, etc. And one of the rituals in the morning is for each person in the family to come and put a bit of hog's hair in their mouth. To the Nasarima people, their mouth is mouth and face is one of the most important things to their culture, right? So they will do many things, including, I'm gonna have to look at my notes here, but including face scraping for men and or lacerations to the face. For women, there's a ritual in which they put their heads in an oven for about an hour. And then also there are certain medicine men and doctors who will essentially do dentistry work, but and fill holes in teeth with potions, because they believe that it is getting the bad out of the individuals. So all in all, the Nasarima people are a very different culture than what we would experience in present day. And, it's just the article shed so many differences on what their culture believes. Essentially, they believe in, I don't want to say magic, but medicine men, spirits, helping people through potions and rituals. So a very different culture than our own, for sure. The second question that we have is to describe a practice or ritual in our current society, and I'm actually going to use gun ownership as a ritual. There's a lot of people in present day America who own guns. It is a gun culture that can be either for hunting, sport shooting. It can be for self-defense. But I think that our culture of guns here in the United States is unlike any culture across the world, where we kind of value or use guns within a cultural relevance. I am from Wisconsin, and in Wisconsin we have a very large population of hunters who hunt with bows, who hunt with guns, rifles, muzzle loaders. And that is very much a part of the culture, where the men will go hunting, and the women, essentially most of the women, will kind of stay. They even now have many sales at many department stores, encouraging all the women who are staying at home to, come and spend money at those stores. So that is the example that I wanted to use for our culture. And the third question that we have is, has this pattern changed throughout history? And I would say that if you look at gun culture in America, it's always kind of been quote unquote the Wild West as we look at gun culture, right? The westerns were made popular in the 1900s, and a lot of that was the bravado of the gunslinger, the bank robber, if you will. It's played a very large part in our culture. When we talk about the gangsters in the 20s and in the 30s, that type of gun culture. So the pattern has changed throughout history, but gun ownership in America and the right to quote unquote bear arms really hasn't changed, since becoming a country in 1776. I would say what has changed is more the outlook on gun ownership. One of the statistics that I have says from a 2018 small arms survey says that in America, per 100 people, we have an average of 120.5 guns. So we have more guns per persons or people in the United States, and I thought that was extremely interesting. Another fact is that while the United States represents 5% of the population globally, for small, but we actually operate 46% of the civilian owned guns in the globe. So population, we're 5%. We actually own 46% of the guns globally. So I think that just speaks to kind of the culture of gun ownership in America. And then finally, the evolution of these changes as beneficial or detrimental to U.S. culture. I think that can be debated. While everybody, it's in the Constitution, right to bear arms, I think that, things like school shootings, the murder rate, weapons, guns that are used in homicides, all these have changed people's perceptions or kept it steadfast on who should be owning and operating guns in America. So yeah, I would think that another country, and I've seen many interviews from people in England, Australia, different parts of the world that view our gun ownership as something that they can't even comprehend. And actually, it's one of the things that when interviewed people about what their view of America is, one of the things that constantly comes up is guns, right? Guns. And so people view that, whether it's a Hollywood-based view or not, people view and associate guns with America. I don't see that changing anytime soon. The gun lobbyists, are going to continue to pass laws to promote firearm sales, and I don't see any change in our country's view on guns. So whether it's right or wrong, I'll leave that up to you. The article was a tremendous article to review and get a perspective, and I think that other countries have their perspective on our gun culture as well. Appreciate it.